I guess on my hair, she look all right. And with that actually sitting there like this creams, and I had to have them, sis. All 5 of them. Here, I just had, we're gonna discontinue it, but I had to pick up their book of shadows, honey. Color grade makes cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Why so serious? Baby, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. End of the night, birthday. Wanted to make sure I did an unedited video showing you all the things that I'm grateful that I received for my birthday. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video because I didn't think I was going to actually get everything today. I thought some things may not arrive till tomorrow because we had a terrible storm today. But my family showed up and showed out and brought everything to me. So I'm just overwhelmed. I also did a tutorial for this look, honey. This is for my 35th birthday look. I'm gonna make sure I get that out to you all, but we're just gonna start. I have everything lined up. I'm not 100% sure from everybody who gave me what. I've thanked you in person. It's just that right now, honey, we're a little tipsy, so we might not remember names, but everyone, I wanna say thank you, and let's just get into it because we ain't got much time. First thing up, this is the So Red lipstick from Juvia's place. You all know I am scared of red lipsticks, so it would have took somebody else to hype me up to get one of these. The packaging on it is real pretty. I have some nudes from them, but those all come in the basic pinks because that's when they first came out. I didn't know they switched the top to these for reds when they did the red collection, and this is a bright red. This is So Red. Yeah, that's what she is. So Red, honey. So we have that. We also have a palette from NYX. This is called the Love in Rio palette. This has 3 different shades in it. It's called No Tan Lines Allowed. Let's see if I can get her open. I might not be able to get everything open here and now because I do still have nails on, but I want to try to get a view of everything for you all because I haven't seen any of this stuff opened yet. Whoops, almost dropped my little sponge applicator. This is what these 3 look like. And I can actually make sure I give you all a close-up view of that red lipstick before we go any further. I hope that showed because something just popped up so I missed that whole thing and couldn't see if that was in focus. Next up, I have an e.l.f. bite-sized palette eyeshadow, and it's funny enough that I just gave 2 of these away, so to receive another one right now as a gift. This one is in Rose Water. I don't even think I ever saw this one in person in store, so to get it right now is like, okay. I want to see if I can get her open without tearing her up. Okay, I thought it was something falling out. It was just one fragment that fell out. This is what she looks like. This is Rose Water. Looks a bit cool tone, so it might not be my personal favorite story, but I know the quality on these are amazing, so who knows what it may look like in the end. Also have a small eyeshadow brush. There's no name or anything on it, but she looks like a unicorn horn, so you know I'm gonna be happy about that bad boy. Next up, I have a lipstick from MAC. This is a bullet lipstick in the shade Honey Love. So this looks like it comes in the regular bullet tube. Light nude. See, yeah, baby. Somebody was listening when I said it. A light nude, honey. And from MAC, you know they the standard in lipsticks. And I don't think I have Honey Love, so we're going to be thankful for that, baby. Next up, we have a couple of skin glazes from Nabla. I have one in Privilege and one in Truth. I'm not sure. They look like these are both highlighters. So it's look like one is like a pinky gold and one's like a peachy gold. So this first one here, Truth, she's the much more pink tone, and the packaging on Nabla's highlighters And I believe their blushes and bronzers come in this compact as well. Is beautiful, honey. Look at that. I think I have a few of these. I haven't tested them out yet. I think I've used the blushes before. I've never had these highlighters, so it's going to be nice to see which one of these will be my best skin tone. This one here is Privilege. This one looked like he might really fit me real good. But then again, I can usually get away with a nice pinky tone highlighter if I'm wearing pink eyeshadow. Okay, we have that. I think these are also on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So next up we have the Cover FX duos. I have one in Warm Honey and one in Spice Cinnamon. I know I let them know which ones I already had on these because I'm like, yeah, I knew these were going to be on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I always tell everybody about these. This one here, I probably would have never grabbed this color because she has a nice mauve tone to her. So it's nice to know I got a nod, baby. I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to focus on that instead of me. Like, honey, get on this blush here. Yes, look at that. So she's going to be pretty. The thing is, I know I am heavy-handed with my blush. So anytime I go for anything purple toned, I have to go soft and subtle because otherwise it's going to look like a huge bruise. It's going to look like somebody punched me right there. This one is Warm Honey, and that even sounds pretty. Okay. Oh, yep, see? Another shade I probably would have never would have grabbed this bad boy like this. Look at this. This is a nice neutral tone. You know, I like really bright pink blushes. So two colors I would have never picked out, so it's nice to know that these are things that I can add to my collection. It's things that I know for sure I don't have anything like them, so things are getting even better. This next one, I let everybody know I wanted this one because I kept telling them this goes on sale on my mother's birthday. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette, and I'm like, for my mother's birthday, honey, y'all can get this on half price. And look at her packaging. Nice. It looked like a basic plastic, cardboard, but it felt like it might even be laminated or plastic. But she's pretty, and look at these shades on the inside, honey. Nice and neutral, everyday and basic, so you know that's probably why I didn't pick her up, but I've been eyeballing her and wanting her. I'm just like, honey, if you could have just had a matte black, I probably would have been picked her up. But truth be told, she looked prettier in person than she did in those pictures, because online, she don't look this pretty. You don't see that texture in there because they be always using those filters. She looks stunning right there, honey. So y'all might get a video on that. And if y'all want a video on anything in this video, just leave that comment down below and I can make sure I get that going for y'all. Because baby, I'm going to be excited to play with any and everything in here. Next up, oh baby, the one that soon as I seen it, honey, I was jumping for joy because everybody already knows. If you don't, I love supporting small businesses. I love supporting Black-owned businesses. I love supporting Detroit-owned businesses. So, to find that all in one with the Face FX, I'll leave their videos right here. Baby, loved it. I received PR from them. I received 2 palettes. Absolutely loved them. Y'all loved them, everything. Found out they had another palette. I'm like, oh, gas to have it. You gas to get it. Somebody got it for me. This one is called the Power Palette. Look at her. I'm telling y'all know y'all gonna get a video of this because I already have the first 2 in the series. So I'm like, I got to get number 3. And then she a purple, and y'all love purples. Y'all go crazy whenever I wear purples. So if you think a tutorial on this Power Palette is not coming from the Face FX, please, it's gonna be coming, honey. Got to keep the completionist up and me going. These 2, I sat out and made sure I told somebody, I begged everybody for them until somebody got them. These are the Nars Basic Instinct Quads. These are blush palettes, and I love collecting Nars blush palettes. So for them to come out with one that had shades, I believe these shades are permanent, but most of them are shades I don't have. This one here is the Basic Instincts one. It comes with top row left, right, Orgasm, Orgasm X, and then on the bottom row, Behave and Dolce Vita. I wanted this for Orgasm X, which is the newest orgasm shade. We know Nars overdoes it with that one. Like, they cannot get enough. It's like pillow talk to Charlotte Tilbury for them. And look at this blush palette. She's a nice light palette, but there are different colors, different finishes, and I already have Orgasm. What I wanted was this one here, this Orgasm X. This is their new one, had to have it, and I'm like, why pay the price of getting just that one when for $10 more I can have all 4 of these? So that's how I bargained to get those. I'm like, baby, baby, baby. Don't buy a single blush, just make it special and get this one, honey. Next up, the Basic Instincts 2. This is the deeper of the 2. So more than likely, even though I would probably like the colors in this one, I wouldn't be able to just go in raw and use all of these, baby. Some of these is new. This one, top left, right, Torrid, Savage. Bottom row is Exhibit A, the one I was after, and Taj Mahal. Exhibit A is a very popular matte red blush from Nars. Very bold, very popular, and I did not have it in my collection, and now in this deeper palette I have Taj Mahal, which is that warm orangey shade. Had to have that too. So I'm like, you know what, instead of paying for both of them separately for the price of less than 2, I'm getting 4. Thankful for this one. This is definitely going to become something that's going to go in rotation because I love my Nars blush palettes. I haven't had a bad one yet. Next up, also, I believe, so far, is this a blush palette or face palette? This is the Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter Coffee and Cocoa palette. Yeah, this is a face palette. I'm like, is this an eyeshadow palette or a face palette? I'm not sure if they consider this a bronzer palette, if they consider this a highlighter palette. I think it's just considered a face palette, but I'm quite sure this is going to look a lot better on women with a much more deeper melanated complexion than myself. But if you think I won't use these as blushes or eyeshadows, honey, I don't care how dark they is, I'm going to find a way to use it because I love Beauty Bakery, honey. They glosses is amazing. And I have, I think, about 3 or 4 eyeshadow palettes from them. So if y'all just want to see a video, Beauty Bakery, leave that in the comment section. I can get that going. This is another palette. I've been telling everybody I want this palette for the longest amount of time, and I could never get it because in my particular area, it's always sold out. And I'm like, I'm not paying for just this palette online and shipping because shipping is almost half the price of the palette. That's the News of New York by Maybelline. Y'all know I love Maybelline foundations. I love Maybelline primers, but I've never tested out Maybelline eyeshadows. And I've heard nothing but good things about this palette. And I'm like, you know what, Torrence? Since you can't find it, maybe somebody else can. Maybe somebody else willing to pay the money for shipping. They were. I got it, honey. And look at her. Look at the color story on this palette. Look at the variety you get. The only thing I'm missing, in my opinion, just because I personally think every palette do deserve a matte black. That's just me. That's just me. But she's absolutely stunning. Haven't tried their formula, so I am excited to find out what Maybelline is working with. Next up, we have some, I'm going to say, some more expensive things. This first one here is the Kevin Quan Glass Glow Face. I believe this is Liquid Illuminator. Yes. Kevin Quan Liquid Illuminator. Not sure how that color is going to turn out on me. I don't know if it's extremely pigmented, so it may be a little dark, or if it's more sheer, so I can mix that in. But we going to find out, because baby, my coin don't stretch far enough for Kevin Quan. Let me just tell you that. So thankful to have some friends that's willing to stretch and spin theirs, because baby, Kevin Quan has some beautiful things, but I'd be sitting back like, I wish. They also got the Glass Glow Lip. And this looks like a lip gloss in Spectrum Bronze. You already know, especially when it comes to eyeshadows, I love the word bronze anything. Bronze just sounds like a beautiful, just warm, healthy look to me, so I'm always loving it. This looks almost just like the Illuminator that I just put up. They look like they is the color. Oh, they both call Spectrum Bronze. That's probably why they're the same color. So they got a lip gloss in the same color. I know for sure I don't have a gloss in this shade, so that's going to be interesting. Okay, we got two Kevin Quan items there. We also have a Caudalie Beauty Elixir spray. They know I am a big fan of sprays and fans in all of my videos. I love setting my makeup because I'm someone who enjoys baking. So I have this spray here, and trust me, honey, I have never purchased this thing because of the price tag. As expensive as she is, I used to sit back and be like, I be drenching and just spraying like it's made out of water, honey. And that stuff not. So I'm going to have to make sure when I use it, I hold back because I ain't going to be trying to repurchase that. Especially if I love it, my feelings going to be hurt that my friend done got me addicted to some other stuff. But then again, I did put him up on Natasha Denona, so I can't get mad. Next up, we got some Tom Ford items. Now, these were items I actually managed to grab. The thing is, I grabbed these months ago. They were on an extremely good discount. And I told myself I was going to put them up for a special day just in case I ever wanted to cheer myself up. And it didn't happen because when I broke my leg, I went to my mom's. It was there. So I couldn't actually get here to open them up and play with them because they was here at home. By the time I got back, I was feeling better. I said, you know what? Put them up for your birthday because I bet you Tom Ford don't have another sale like that, baby, and they didn't. And look at these that I got here. This first one here, this is an iQuad and 06 Flicker. Baby, I think I caught these half price. You already know Tom Ford comes with the pouch. Inside the pouch, you get your quad. That's what the packaging looks like. And the colors on the inside. This is, oh no, this isn't a quad. This is a duo, a highlighter duo. Look at that. I know I paid less than $40 for it, honey. I know I did. And you know Tom Ford will easily charge you $80 for these. You know he will. Tom Ford don't mind charging $100 for nothing. His eyeshadow quads was $88, and I think that's what I got next for the half price. That's what I got. This next one, this is an eyeshadow quad. This is in 28 Daydream. Same ordeal. Got your little pooch. Packaging looks the same. That's why I thought that was an eyeshadow. But look at this. I know for a fact I paid less than half price for this eyeshadow quad. And look at this. Tom Ford and purples. Baby, in the Baked Gelée formula, honey. The Baked Gelée formula. Tell me I'm not going to love that. I can't wait to play with these colors. I've been sitting back just knowing she in there. I'm like, that's for your birthday. That's your gift for yourself. You can't afford to go out and get yourself one. You're going to be able to get yourself something though. And baby, this Tom Ford set was it. Also managed to grab these. This first one is a Shade and Illuminate Face and Eye Palette. I believe I already have one of these, I believe. It's in the white packaging. So when I managed to find out that they had these brown ones on clearance, had to get it. Get your brown sleeve. Usually keep these. This one slides out and looks like this. This is in the shade Intensity 2 Moonlight Violet. Got it at that same sale. I don't know why purples wasn't selling for Tom Ford, but I wasn't going to be mad. And I think this one was because of the highlighter bronzer thing. A lot of people like the eyeshadows, but those were made for a much deeper complexion, so it was hard to sell this at $150 because basically that bronzer highlighter was going to be used for somebody who either has an extremely fair or extremely deep skin tone, but many people wanted those eyeshadows, but they weren't going to pay $150 and get a partial. So once it went on clearance, I grabbed it because baby, at a clearance price, I'll take it. I promise I will. I'll find something to do with it if I don't do nothing but use it as another eyeshadow, honey. I don't have a brown one, and I didn't have to pay $150 because once again, I know he was less than $40. Wasn't passing her up, baby. You talk about a deal. You talk about somebody who was excited to swipe my card on this one. Oh yeah, happy birthday to me, honey. And then imagine being excited, finding those, thinking, oh, that's all you got. That's all you got to worry about. And then coming across this one later on, they sent me an email afterwards. This is the Soleil Iron Sheet palette. This one was like my first one. Comes with the white sleeve. Instead of the brown sleeves like the other one in the brown packaging, white sleeve, white packaging, gold trim. 04 Violet Argentine, once again. Tom Ford in these purples. I love purple, so I'll take her for less than $40 when you trying to sell her for $150. Give her hell. Look how pretty that is. Tom Ford charged more than $88 for full shadows and more than, I think, what, $60 for a blush? I got a blush and a highlighter here. Cute little clutch-like compact. Huh. Girl, please. I was going to get that. I was too excited to get that. So I'm like, oh yes, honey. These 4 Tom Ford items, knowing they were purple, knowing you all love purples, knowing I love a deal and I love luxury, it was all worth it to me. So if y'all want a video on any of that, just say the word, baby. I promise I won't have a problem with those. The last few items we have, this one box here has a few brushes in it because they had a sale. And my friend let me pick out a few things. I'm like, I promise. I'm only going to pick out stuff that's on sale. He said, do your thing. I ain't even do it all. But what I did get is this here. One, the F29 brush from Sigma. This brush, I believe, just won the Allure, I think it was Bronzer Brush of the Year, something like that. Soon as they said it, I'm looking like, I don't have that brush. So, because my friend let me get it, and I think they had a 40% off sale when I ordered it, saved them a little more money, honey. So I have this brush here. Not sure if she gonna even be the best bronzer brush, but that's what they said, and I got her now, so now I'm excited. But that couldn't be all. I couldn't just be happy with that. Once I seen that brush, I noticed they have the F85. It looks similar to that first brush I just showed you, the F29, except this one is made for foundation. So she's smaller, denser, and not quite as tapered. She's more flat. So I'm like, oh baby, I got to have that because y'all know I love me a I love me a thick kabuki brush. I'm gonna have to bleep that out, honey. I'm not gonna be able to leave that in there. Next up, F35. I'm still laughing that I said that. This is another brush. Is this from that same collection? No, this was the highlighter brush. Everybody was talking about this highlighter brush, honey. I'm just sitting back like, honey, I got to have it because everybody keeps saying it's good. I personally don't use this type. I like a fan brush, but all y'all keep saying she amazing. So I finally got me one. I'm just going to see if she is hype and if she is good as everybody says she is. Do I think so? No, but y'all keep telling me she is, so we going to go for it. What I think I like is brushes like this. This is the F42 Strobin Fan Brush. I love brushes like this, and I believe they have this in the normal packaging, but because the normal one wasn't on sale, and this is the collab with Roxette, I figured since she on sale, I just take this one. They'll do the same thing. And with her being limited edition, I feel as if she's a little more special. But she was cheaper, so I grabbed this one. But this is how I like to put my highlighter on. Boom, boom, boom. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Be precise. This little right across your cheek, you know, grabbing a whole bunch of space, a whole bunch of product. We're going to test her out, but we don't know about that. Another brush, because once I saw that Roxette brush on sale, this one is the F27. And she looked not too much different than this F29, but she looked like she's a little thinner, a little bit longer, and comes to a stronger tip. So I'm going to show y'all this one here. And this is also a Roxette collab, so she was cheaper than just the regular brush. So I said, you know what, Torrence, let's go ahead and get her. And that was all we got from Sigma. I didn't want to run up a bag or nothing, but I did want to just grab a few items that were already on my mind. The last few things that I have here, I wanted to make sure I pull out. First up, we have the Stilazzi and Darkroom eyeshadow palette here. This is the eyeshadow palette that they did in collab with Jordan Liberty. I think he is absolutely amazingly talented as a makeup artist and a photographer. So I had to have this palette. I begged and pleaded for it, and now that I have it, you can't tell me anything about it. It's much prettier than what I thought it was going to be. It's absolutely stunning. I can't wait to get into her. If you all want a video with her, just say the word. You already know. Array of colors. I can go neutral or I can go colorful. And it looked like you got some little transformer door chromey shade. Oh yeah, I got to get behind this. And what I wanted the absolute most, what was the biggest shocker and surprise, what made me the most excited, the Sigma and Jordan Liberty brush set. Honey, when I tell you, when it showed up, I almost cried, honey. It was just that strong because I did not have the money for this, honey. I just did not have it. I didn't care, not even on a payment plan, honey. I just did not have the money to get this. And so to just look at it and to know, one, I already got the Jordan Liberty eyeshadow palette and now I got the cup holder with the brush tab. She just so pretty. She just so beautiful. Like, look at her. Look at that, honey. I know the new Beauty Bird set is back and I can't afford that one, but you know what? I got Jordan Liberty, honey. I'll be okay. Life will be all right, honey, for me. This set has a few brushes in here. It comes, oh, look at that. Hoping I can hurry up and have time to pull them out and show you all of them because I ain't got much time on this video. So let's try to hurry up and get things popping. First brush, this is the Complexion Fan Brush. That's what she looks like. The next brush, come on y'all got to come out. We're gonna get left behind. I don't want them to miss out on nothing. This is the Tapered Dome Brush. Tapered Dome Brush. And this looks like it would actually be more rounded, but because it was smashed in there, it's more flat, so it'll look more like this. Now this one actually is flat. This one here is the Face and Body Brush. So this one actually is flat like this. So when you turn it to the side, it holds that shape that way. So you can probably use it across the body for like body powders, liquid like body foundations, things like that. I would really love to use this with a body powder, especially like my MAC Mariah Carey buffing powder. Oh yes, honey. This is the Camouflage Brush. I used to love using this for placing under eye powder. Used to love a brush similar to this that Sigma already has. The next brush we have is the Structure Brush. This looks like this would be a nice highlighter brush or for placing powder underneath the eye as well. She's flat, so she holds that shape when you turn her to the side. Are you gonna come out? This is a very tiny blending brush. Actually, I can pull out both of these blending brushes so you can see them side by side. They're supposed to be rounded, but they're a little flat and just the bristles, not the handles, from being in a container. This smaller one here on the bottom is the tapered ponytail, and the bigger one on the top is the ponytail. So one's just bigger than the other, so you can probably go in with one first for transition and then go in with the other to deepen up your crease. Let me see what else we get. Okay. Trying to erase so this camera don't cut us off. This top one here is the Eyeshadow brush. This bottom one here is the Multitasker brush. And they're both flat. Ooh, Torrence. I think I get 60 seconds, y'all. Oh, about to pull all 5 of these brushes out. Oh, trying to hurry up. Y'all, I love y'all. I thank y'all, but my camera only records for 30 minutes at a time. This top one here is a pencil brush. Boom. This one here is the socket line brush. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. This is the soft shader brush. This is the Precision Fan Brush. I would really use this for mascara. And this very last one is the Precision Angle Brush, which you would probably use for angled eyeliner. Let me cover that. And it looks like I got about 5 seconds, so I thank y'all for watching and see y'all.